Hi guys, welcome to another video of UPSC Basics, and today you will be seeing Revolt of 1857. So before going to the actual content, let's see the book which I referred, and that is Spectrums, A Brief History of Modern India, a very good book, and you can learn in a very short time. Okay, this is a very small book and they have given everything in brief. Okay, so I prefer this book and all my videos are based on this book. Okay, the modern history part. Later on, we will go in detail, and the book for that is Grover and Mehta, Modern India. Okay, that is also a very good book, but that is more in detail. First, in the first preparation of ours, let's see just in brief, right? What all would we be covering today? Causes of revolt and the failure of revolt, the influence of outside events, beginning and spread of revolt, leaders of the revolt, suppression of the revolt, and consequences of it. So first we will be seeing the causes of revolt, and at the end we will be seeing why the revolt failed. So the causes of revolt, I have divided them in 4 different categories. First is economic cause, political cause, administrative cause, and socio-religious cause. In the economic causes, we will be seeing how different sections of the society had been discontented because of economic reasons. Okay, that resulted in the revolt. So there we will be covering economic causes. So first, let's start with the peasants. Peasants, obviously, when the East India Company came here, they disrupted the old, the traditional cloth or fabric which India used to produce, right? Because of which, obviously, the peasants were to be suffered, right? Secondly, they came up with the revenue settlement thing, which we will be coming up in the sessions. So that again added to the discontentment. They couldn't pay the taxes, right? The heavy taxation which was imposed on them. So they had another option to go to the money lenders and traders to get a loan. Again, if they couldn't pay the loan, which because of the rate of interest was quite high, so again the land was confiscated. Okay, so this resulted in the economic degradation of the peasant society in the country. Okay, second strata is the handicraftsmen and the artisans. See, the main source of income for these guys, the handicraftsmen and artisans that time was patronage, right? The kings used to give them gifts and all in exchange to whatever they used to present the king. Right? King or the emperor that time. So what happened is after the Britishers started annexing all the area of India, they started annexing different kingdoms, then what happened is this source of income was soon seized. Right? They didn't have this source of income anymore, and they found it themselves to be helpless. They had to search for different source of income. So again, this led to 2 different reasons. First is the skilled handicraftsmen, that skill was no more in India. The first thing, and secondly, these handicraftsmen and artisans found themselves helpless. Okay, so that was the second section which we went through. The third section though is of zamindars. See, again, when the British started annexing different kingdoms, these zamindars who were appointed by the kings or emperors, okay, their land was fortified, okay, by co-warranto. That was the rule of law that time, and that law meant that without permission, their area could be fortified. Okay, so the zamindars again had no land, and what happened in our is 21,000 zamindars, their land was confiscated. And then again, that's the reason why they joined the mutiny, the Sepoy mutiny. Now, second is the political cause. Obviously, we haven't gone through this, which will be coming up in the medieval era. The Britishers came with different policies, doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance. Okay, so there were many different policies, because of which the rulers were, in sort of suspicion about the intentions of these Britishers. Again, succession was denied to Hindu kings. Same was the case in the Mughal house after the death of Prince Faliure in 1856. Before that, Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General, right? So what he did is, he humbled conditionally Prince Faliure in that his successor could succeed him. Okay, could get all the palaces which this Mughal emperor had or Mughal king had. But after their death in 1856, Lord Canning was the Governor General. So what he announced is he would have to renounce his legal title and his Mughal palaces would be confiscated. Okay, so again, this added to the discontentment even among the higher strata, right? The higher kings and that indirectly added to the discontentment of the clergy. They used to rely on these kings, right? And when the king himself is no more existing, their status in the society would be no more. So next is the administrative cause. Obviously, there was rampant corruption in the East India Company. Right from the lower, the clerks, the lower law courts, and there were many British officers who were corrupt that time. So again, that gave an alien and foreign look to the situation that time by the Indians. See, what happened is there are some social reforms, okay, which happened just before, a couple of years before 1857 revolt. You have widow remarriage, abolition of sati, then female infanticide. So what happened is that when people used to think these are their religion, when that is their religion and culture. Okay, when these rules were imparted on them, obviously they thought they are interfering. The outsiders are interfering in their religious matters, right? So this added to it. Secondly, the Religious Act 1856 said that if a Hindu changes his religion, still he won't be debarred from changing his land to his son after his death. Okay, so that again was a matter of concern. Secondly, the government decided to tax on mosque and temple lands. These four events, Britishers had to suffer a huge loss. Okay, so Britishers suffered huge losses during these 4 wars. So that had a psychological impact on minds of people, right? So if these Britishers can lose these wars, okay, or suffer huge loss in these wars, so even we can do that, right? So these are the 4 events. The first Afghan War from 1838 to 1842, the Punjab Wars 1845 to 1849, the Crimean Wars 1854 to 1856, and the Sultan Rebellion from 1855 to 1857. Discontentment among Sepoys. Okay, so first thing is conflict with religious beliefs. Rules of cantonments always in the conflict with the religious beliefs. The sectarian and caste marks were not allowed. Okay, when you are in the cantonment area. So that was the first thing. Secondly, in 1856, in the Lord Canning's government, they announced an act, that is the General Service Enlistment Act, and it said that in the future recruitments of Bengal Army, okay, if a person gets recruited in the army, he will have to sign an undertaking that said that he will have to serve anywhere where the government says. Okay, and that time what happened is a religious Hindu, if he travels across the sea, he used to be debarred from his caste, so he was removed from his caste. So that was again a matter of discontentment, right? Then there was denial of foreign service allowance. The people, the Sepoys, who used to serve in the province of Punjab and Sindh that time, so they denied the foreign service allowance, okay, which was also known as Bhutta. Okay, Bhutta is foreign service allowance, which was not allowed. Secondly, the sudden discontentment added because of the annexation of Awadh, because many of the Sepoys were from Awadh. Okay, that was their home, and because it was annexed, Awadh, obviously discontentment inflamed rather. So obviously there were many cases of revolts, okay, Sepoys revolts earlier, that is in Bengal 1864, Vellore 1806, Bharatpur 1825, and also during the Afghan wars, that is 1830 to 1842. Now, every time the Sepoy used to be made feel that he was subordinate, okay, even he was discriminated when promotions were there, when privileges were given, okay, so every time there was discrimination. And every time he used to be, he used to feel that he was subordinate. Okay, so that also was a matter of concern and discontentment among Sepoys. So now let's see how the revolt began. Now we're actually starting with the revolt of 1857. Okay, so first thing, beginning and spread. Now there has to be some reason which is invariable and tolerable to ignite such a big revolt, right? So these were the 2 reasons: atta adulteration and Enfield rifles. So what happens is some reports said that atta or flour, okay, was adulterated with bone powder. And secondly, Enfield rifles. So the problem with Enfield rifles was the cartridge which was to be loaded had to be bitten off, and the grease was made of pig and beef fat. So obviously it had to infuriate the Muslim and Hindu Sepoys. So how did the revolt start? Before going into the actual revolt that was on 10th of May 1857, let's see the pre-revolt conditions. Okay, so these revolts had been starting since 1857, starting of 1857. So in February 1857, 19th Infantry of Burhanpur refused to use these cartridges and they broke up into a mutiny. In March, their infantry was disbanded. Okay, they started in February and in March their infantry was disbanded. Then you might have heard of Mangal Pandey. Most of us know him. So he was from the 34th Infantry of Burhanpur. Okay, so what happened is he went a step further. Okay, so he fired on the Sergeant Major of his unit. Okay, so obviously he was executed on 6th of April. The 7th Regiment, the 7th Our Regiment, went with the same fate when they defied their officers, their European officers. So these were the pre-revolt conditions. Now let's see the actual blast. The 3rd Meerut Cavalry refused to use these rifles. Okay, the reason was same, Enfield rifles. Okay, so they refused to use those Enfield rifles and 85 of them were sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Okay, that was on 9th of May. So the next very day, thought to be started, that is 10th of May, their comrades came in the jail, okay, where they were imprisoned, and they rescued them, they killed the officers there and flew the banner of revolt. That is on 10th of May 1857, which is considered the day of revolt. The same evening, okay, after the sunset, all these men, all these soldiers started for Delhi. So in Delhi, obviously, the local infantry joined them. Okay, they killed their officers, European officers, and Simon Fraser was one of them. He was a political agent. Lieutenant Willoughby, okay, so he was the in charge of the magazine that time. So he tried to offer some resistance to these soldiers, but no, he was overpowered. And soon Delhi became the main center of this revolt. So what these soldiers did is they went to Bahadur Shah Zafar, who was the Mughal emperor, and proclaimed him as the emperor of India. Okay. Earlier, Bahadur Shah Zafar wasn't interested in it, being an old man, and he didn't have those leadership qualities which an emperor should have. Okay, so initially he was not willing to do that, but later on with some negotiations and some talks, he agreed to it. And what he did is he wrote letters to the rulers, okay, and he told them that we will come together and form a confederacy of Indian states to fight against these Britishers. So now the revolt spread everywhere. The Bengal province started first. The Bengal started shaking off the British authority. Then it started to our whole of Punjab. To explain the extent of revolt, it extended from north in Punjab, south in Narmada River, east in Bengal, and west Rajputana. Rajputana is Rajasthan, okay, current Rajasthan. Now one more thing to be noted as, since these soldiers first went to the Mughal emperor, and it clearly stated that Mughals were the traditional, rulers like of India for people that time. Okay, obviously that is the reason why the first thought in their mind came to go and meet Bahadur Shah Zafar. Okay, obviously to again add to it, first the soldiers joined, obviously started, many soldiers joined them, and now even civilians joined them. Obviously I told you there were zamindars, right? Zamindars again joined the rebellion which we saw in the causes. All sections of the society joined the revolt. Okay, right from peasants, artisans, handicraftsmen, zamindars, the daily laborers, everyone joined them, even the priests, okay, and religious medicines joined them. Peasants, taking advantage of the situation, went to the moneylenders and traders, destroyed their books, right? And of course even attacked the police stations and all. They also destroyed the British set up law courts. Okay, so again there was massive destruction. Out of 150,000 people who died fighting against the Britishers, 1 lakh of them were civilians. You can see the massive participation of civilians in this revolt. Within a month, the revolt spread in all different parts of the country after the capture of Delhi. So now let's see which were the strong centers of the revolt, okay, which are the main centers and the leaders. To start with, obviously Delhi, the nominal head was Bahadur Shah Zafar. He wasn't controlling all the state affairs going on. It was run by a board of 10 members. Okay, 6 of them were army men and 4 of them were civilians. And they were led by General Bagh Khan. Okay, he led the Bareilly troops from Bareilly to Delhi. Okay, so General Bagh Khan. Now let's see Kanpur. Kanpur, naturally, obviously Nana Sahib was going to become one of the leaders there. The reason is Nana Sahib was the adopted son of Bajirao II. Okay, Peshwa Bajirao II, and he didn't like the title Peshwa, and that is the reason why he ran from Pune and came to stay near Kanpur. When he saw the situation of the revolt, he expelled the English from there, from Kanpur, and proclaimed himself as the Peshwa. He acknowledged Bahadur Shah Zafar as the emperor, okay, and said that he was the governor there. Okay, that is in Kanpur. Sir U. Villiers was stationed there. Okay, he was the commanding officer there, and he had to surrender on 27th of June 1857. Right. Now next is Lucknow, Begum Hazrat Mahal. Again, the same reason is because of doctrine of lapse. Her son, Bilis Khalid, was not allowed to succeed after her husband. Okay, that is the reason why she took over the reign of Lucknow. So obviously, Bilis Khalid was the son of Begum Hazrat Mahal, was proclaimed as the Nawab there. Yeah, and obviously the state affairs were equally handled. The positions were equally handled by Hindus and Muslims. So an incident happened in Lucknow. So a British resident, okay, Henry Lawrence was living there, and he gave place British residents and some soldiers, okay, some British soldiers. So that was besieged by Begum Hazrat Mahal, okay, the soldiers there, and in that Sir Henry was killed. Okay, Sir Henry Lawrence was killed. So then again, Sir Henry Havelock, Sir Henry Havelock is a different person, and some Sir James Outram. Okay, they tried their level best to again recapture that British presidency, but no, they couldn't. So finally, Sir Colin, okay, Sir Colin was called, and he was the new commander-in-chief, and he besieged that presidency with the help of Gorkha regiment. Right. So again, in March 1858, the whole of Lucknow city was again recaptured by the Britishers, but still guerrilla tactics, guerrilla activities were still going on till September of 1858. So that was around a year, right? Next, again Bareilly, the leader of Bareilly was Khan Bahadur. He was a descendant of the ruler of Rohilkhand, and obviously he was granted pension which he wasn't interested in. Okay, he wanted to rule Rohilkhand, and because of that, again he joined the revolt. He got 40,000 soldiers to fight against the revolt. So that was a stiff resistance to them. Next, Bihar's, the leader who took Bihar was Kuwar Singh. So he was in his 70s and he was the leader of Jagdishpur. Okay, so what happened is he was in his 70s that time. Yet he was infuriated of the Britishers. Reason being he was expelled from his estates. Okay, he was debarred from his estates. So that's the reason why he joined, and without hesitating he joined. Then they were traveling from Meerut to Delhi. Okay, that is where Kuwar Singh joined the revolt. Then you have Maulvi Ahmadullah, who fought in Faizabad. He was a resident of Madras. He was native of Madras, and then he joined there in Faizabad. When he came to know Agra was being captured, that was in June 1857. So he's one of the acknowledged leaders of the revolt, you could say. And then obviously one of the most prominent personalities of the revolt of 1857 is Rani Lakshmibai or Jhansi ki Rani. So obviously that is in Jhansi, and Tatya Tope joined her. Tatya Tope was associate of Nana Sahib. So after they lost Kanpur, Tatya Tope joined Rani Lakshmibai. Rani, again same reason, by doctrine of lapse, her son, okay, after the death of her husband, Gangadhar Rao, her son wasn't allowed to succeed the reign. Okay, that's the reason why Rani Lakshmibai was infuriated, and she is also known as Jhansi ki Rani. So she fought against the Britishers and she died there fighting. Tatya Tope anyhow escaped, She used to say, "मैं मेरी झांसी में नहीं दूंगी." Okay, that was in the sentence, "मैं मेरी झांसी में नहीं दूंगी," which means I should not give my Jhansi. After getting Jhansi into their control, they headed towards Faliure, and there again Nana Sahib was proclaimed as the Nawab there, or Peshwa, and then they planned to come towards the south, but unfortunately again they met with the British troops there. Faliure was again captured by the Britishers in June 1858, but still, the guerrilla activities were still continued. Okay, so it took 1.5 years for these things to be completely suppressed. So now let's see how the suppression happened. So here we have three personalities: John Nicholson, Sir Colonel Campbell, which we have came across, and Colonel Lee. Okay, so let's see one by one how the revolt was suppressed. First things first, John Nicholson was the leader of suppressing the revolt in Delhi. Obviously, Bahadur Shah Zafar was taken as a prisoner and was exiled to Rangoon. He had 5 princes and they were mercilessly shot before him. Okay, so that was done by Sir Hudson. Okay, so that is how we see Delhi was recaptured. He was recaptured by the English on 20th of September 1857. Now let's see one by one the leaders. Okay, first thing, Jhansi. Rani Jhansi, as I told you, she died fighting on the battlefield. Then we have Taket, who ran in the forest of the Central India, and one day in 1858, when he was asleep, he was killed. Okay, then we have Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib, after losing Kanpur in 1857, he ran to Nepal in 1859. So 2 years he was hiding here and there, and after that he was never heard. After that, okay, then you have Begum Hazar, right? So she had to hide in Nepal. So in 1959, okay, by end of 1959, all the leaders were dead. You have Kuwar Singh, Maulvi Abdullah, Khan Bahadur Khan of Bareilly. So almost all were dead. And at the end, in Banaras, one more revolt was being organized, but that was mercilessly suppressed by Colonel Lee. Okay, and he actually mercilessly killed all the suspects of the revolt and even disorderly Sepoys. Okay, the Sepoys who didn't join, they were also killed. That was by Colonel Lee. And even though British had to put lot of men, lot of arms, lot of money in it, still because of the suppression of the revolt, because of the Indians, India suffered a lot. Okay, so causes. First thing is limited span, so which means the extremes of our country, okay, British ruled country at that time, they were not affected with the revolt. Okay, as I told you, the span north till Punjab, south till Narmada, east till Bengal, and west till Punjab. So it was limited to that. Beyond that, obviously, Britishers had captured India, right? So they were not, they didn't participate in the revolt. Next, you have Zamindars and Moneylenders. See what happened is Zamindars, like 21,000 came to revolt, right? They broke out into a revolt. And they joined even the Sepoy mutiny. But the thing is, when they were again given their land by the Britishers, they again, joined the Britishers, right? So again, this led to adding of suppression of the revolt, right? Again, moneylenders felt safe in the hands of Britishers than peasants, because peasants came and destroyed their books and they started beating them, killing them like anything. So moneylenders obviously preferred the Britishers over the revolt. Then you have modern Indians. So modern Indians, that time, the concept of modernizing was coming because Britishers introduced some universities in India. So also they had those books in the library and books like peace. So because of those books and those ideas, modern Indians that time thought that this revolt was of no use, so that is the reason why they didn't join the revolt. Okay, instead they acted anti-revolt or to suppress the revolt. Then you have result of many rulers. Again here in the Zamindar section, many sections didn't join the revolt. Okay, even sections which were supported by the Britishers were not joining the revolt. Refusal of many rulers obviously supported the Britishers. Okay, for example, Lucknow itself was recaptured by Gorkha soldiers. So that was one thing. Second is India, which I forgot to tell you guys. When Rani Lakshmi was going towards Gwalior, so India was a local ruler there. So he preferred joining the Britishers than Rani Lakshmi. Okay, he was a local ruler from Jhansi to Gwalior, but still he preferred joining Britishers. So this is one of them. And one more thing, if you find the expanse, okay, the distribution out of the total British occupied India, only 1/4 area rose into rebellion. First thing. Secondly, not more than 1/10 of the population. So less than 10% of the population joined the revolt. Okay, which is a very small number, right? Then again, poorly equipped. Obviously, Indian leaders or soldiers were poorly equipped. They used to fight with swords and spears. But Britishers had good technology. Okay, they had rifles, they had guns, pistols. That is the reason why we failed. Poor generalship and leadership. Obviously, that, and the leaders of the revolt. You have Nana Sahib, Bak Khan, Khan Bahadur, Rani Lakshmibai. All these leaders, they didn't come together in a coordination fight against the Britishers. Okay, so that is first stage. Second thing is their generalship couldn't be compared with the generalship of the Britishers. Say John Colas, Sir Colin, okay, so James Outram. So these, they were lucky enough, Britishers or East India Company, to have services of these men. Okay, Henry Hallock or James Outram. Good factor which came out of it is Hindu-Muslim unity factor. As I told you again, in Bidris Qadris, when he was the Nawab, there again the offices were held equally by Hindu and Muslim, the important places, right? Same again here in the report, you can see the concept of fraternity coming up. Again, the main leaders, even if you see, Nana Sahib had Azimullah as his, he was a political propaganda. Lakshmibai again had support of Afghan leaders. Okay, so this is a very good point which comes out of the revolt, right? And during whole of the revolt, both respected each other's feelings. Okay, and what they did is, after the revolt was established completely in a place, that immediate caste order was banned. Okay, that means Hindu-Muslim unity factor was a very was a good consequence of it. Consequences. Obviously, first was Queen's proclamation that was announced by Lord Canning, okay, in the Allahabad Darbar. Okay, this is important, Queen's proclamation, which means Lord Canning announced that no more the East India Company would have any right on Indian territory. It would be given to the British Crown. Okay, that is what is said here. So later on, all the area which was under the East India Company would come under the parliamentary of British Crown. Okay, so that was the second point. Then next consequences was the British government. Okay, now the word government comes. Earlier it was East India Company. So the British government promised that it would, reserve the dignity of the rulers, of the native rulers and princes, and they stopped the annexation and expansionist policy of theirs. Okay, then the army was reorganized because they knew if the Indians were kept at the lower level, they could come again as a revolt, would break again as a revolt. Alright.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.